point, right, where if you run a marathon or something and then you try to play StarCraft, you're going to be kind of roasted. Okay. Welcome one and all to that special time of the week. Saturday. Wow, Saturday. Saturday we do casting analysis of the games of the supporters of this channel, the subs on Twitch. This is the first one for the day. Analysis of a diamond level, Zerg versus Terran, on Neon Violet. So to start off with things, we should get kind of a setting. What is the setting here? Neon Violet is a huge map. This is potentially, maybe not the best or second best. Maybe it's the second best hurdling map in the game. It's not super great for Zerg, mainly because this back base here has 2 gas, but only half as much minerals. So a lot of Terran and Protoss will take this base real fast and then make some of their really fancy units. But we can play it as Zerg, it's not a big deal. Dutch kid droning up, going for that fast third. These little squares are kind of unique, so Broodlords are nice here. Basically attacking into an opponent's army is almost exclusively bad. Unless you have Broods, then you can attack over it. So he's going Queens. What about the elusive 31 Overlord? He made it. Good job. The first objective here with your Lings is to attack this. Anytime you're not protecting your drones with your Lings, and the Reaper's not shooting your Lings, you should attack this. These debris can get used against you a lot. Debris. Later on. Hellbats, tanks, lots of pushes can use these against you. Zerg hates rocks. Kill the rocks. Like this would be a good time. Dutch kid didn't go Overlord speed, so you can scout the production with those. Yep, there he goes. Taking gas. 2 more gases. I would say this is a little bit too much gas too soon. It's creating a problem. What's the problem? He can't spend his larva into drones because his gas income is too high. So what I would recommend is taking 2 gases. So 1 additional gas and then refilling this. And then you work on 2 gas, get your lair, maybe get your upgrades. And then you get 2 more once you have about 2 base mineral. So we've got a little bit of an economy management problem here. This isn't filled though. Oi, supply blocks. So I like to put an Overlord here, 44 and 49. There should be an Overlord here as well. That way these Hellions won't surprise you as much. Queens being here is nice. Lynx being here is nice. These rocks could have been killed by now. Lairs going down. 3rd base. Block the Hellions. Good job. We've been supply blocked a lot this game. Ouchie wawa. 9, 10 idle larvae because of the Overlords. Was there a Viking that killed stuff? Yeah. Yeah, that can be a bummer. If there's a Viking, so you can think about the plus side, right? The downside is they can deny vision and kill your Overlords. The upside is this Viking is not going to mess with your drones too much. So you can overlord a little bit, make like 4 or 5, just put them in a safe spot. Hold off on the Overlord spread for a little bit and just drones super hard. A Banshee or a Liberator can give you more harassment in your worker line, whereas Vikings are more harassing big on the map. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think having the Overlord out here would have given you more of a chance to react to that. You could have reacted, the Lings are pretty close, but we're human, sometimes we're not the fastest in the world with the response. This is a very dangerous place to put the Hydra Den, just because a Banshee can shoot this and the Spore won't provide vision. There could also be a drop that hits here. Double Thor drop is pretty common. So I like to put my tech kind of central back of my territory, Makes it very hard for the opponent to kill it. Look at the mini-map and see the layout of the bases here. The natural is actually one of the safest places to put your tech. This area doesn't have creep yet. So putting your tech like here and here is pretty good. This is rather vulnerable. It doesn't always get punished, but when it does, it's very sad. Wings and Banes. And this player is going mech. It's a good map for mech. I'm surprised they didn't take this base. Maybe it's because they wanted to float 1400 minerals. Okay. Hydra Bane attacks, in my opinion, are exclusively bad. Yep. Thank you for the demo. Kill some rocks. Kill some rocks. Finish these rocks, kill these rocks. Creep forward. Hydraling Bane against Terran is usually a stepping stone composition, unless Terran has made multiple huge mistakes. This game, the Terran, I think, got more work done than they could have. It's probably an even game. Zerg has 77 workers, but Terran has the bases they need in a reasonable time frame. Swarm hosts. Swarm hosts are good. Part of the problem with this map is it's so large, and swarm hosts were nerfed to have slower movement speed off creep, that it can be kind of dicey running them out. This is nice though. Oh, and their army's out of position too. Oh, and they went home. Perfect. That's excellent. Okay, fall back to the creep. You're in danger mode anytime you don't have locusts. You should be very defensive. Oy. Nice, more locusts. Good, good. Great. You don't really want to fight whenever the locusts are down. You want to think about it like, with your locusts, you want to really go ham. And when your locusts are gone, you want to fall back. This is actually a location that you're very happy to give up. It does nothing for you. It's a hatchery and some extractors. Who cares? Take this base. Giving up a hatchery is really not a problem, especially on a huge map like this, where you can expand twice down this way. This is just a temporary delay in your income. It's not a big deal. You have a great setup. You have 74 workers. Your tech is very far away from this. You don't need to trade your Queen Hydra anymore. Just wait. Kill the rocks. Kill the rocks. Kill the rocks. Then you can flank over here. You can cut off the reinforcement. Look at these two little buddies here. If you can't beat an army like this straight away, take out these little buddies here. The enemy's army arrives in a very predictable trajectory. They usually rally their stuff in the shortest rush path. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. All of this is pointed to the army. Would you look at that? Which means you have this kind of stuff here. This kind of stuff here. So if these Hydras broke these rocks, they could control this area between these square thingies, and this army here will not grow. So if you can't beat the army, cut off the resupply. Cut off the reinforcements. This is where the Terran wants you to fight. This is where the Terran does not want you to fight. So where will you fight? Oh dear. This base is killed. Still not a big deal. You've kept the drones alive. Kill the rocks. Gosh dang it. Please kill the rocks. We're Zerg. We want surface area for attack. And the rocks are directly impeding that goal. Please, for all that is wholesome and wonderful in the world, kill the rocks. Kill these rocks if you have map control. Hydra's swarm hosts doing work. Kill the rocks. Oh my god. Just kill the rocks. Yeah, probably should have just killed the rocks. Swarm hosts doing locusts. Nice. He microed those to go over the wall. That was good. Good job. Killed the tank. So now you should kill the rocks. These bases were taken. Good recovery here. Don't be afraid to queue up injects in the late game. It buys you a little more time to focus on your micro and stuff. Greater Spire, +2 range, +3 carapace, killing this. Great job. Now you should kill the rocks. Okay. So 75 to 73. There's a lot of this back and forth. One of the things that's pretty important is to have eyes on these outer expansions. The Viking is dead. If you can take a mental note of when the Viking dies, then you can just put one Overlord dropping creep at all the bases. It's pretty good. So that... I don't think that was a mana mule, they're just trying to block your units. Oh, you killed the rock. Did they kill the rocks? I think they may have killed the rocks. Oh, you're very lucky that they killed the rocks. Thank you, Terran, for killing the rocks. Oh, that's a big help. Yeah, that was a big part of winning this engagement here, was that they killed the rocks. So now we need to, you know, yeah. There's a, I would say at the base level, most people understand in StarCraft, it's nice if your army can beat the enemy army. So you make an army that can win, and you beat their army. But there are a lot of other factors that kind of play into the landscape and the field of battle that can decide who wins, and it can really shift the balance in your favor. So for this map has a rather unusual landscape, and all these destructible rocks get in the way of Zerg getting the surrounds and the surface area and the counterattack options and the cutoff of reinforcements that they really need. It also kind of blocks your creep too, which is a pain in the butt. Pain in the patooties. Get those injects. Injects in the late game are still pretty good. These swarm hosts have gotten so much value. So much value. But Terran's getting up to 3-3. And we still didn't kill the rocks. Oh no. This base is mining. Are we making broodlords? We have corruptors. Swarm hosts. I would wait for this because your army is not ready. They're being morphed at the low ground. Oh, they finished. Oh, but they're exposed. Yeah. Now it's time to... Can you tell us, chat? Counter. Kill the rocks. Thank you, Ragnarok. Ragnarok. You would have to come in here and rescue us in this time of great confusion. Oh, the ultras behind Hydras. Ay, ay, ay. Where are the swarm hosts? Did they die? Oh no, these rocks. What if they were killed? Great. I feel like we've learned a valuable lesson this game. Oh, the Terran killed the... Wow. What a gracious opponent this is. I wish every Terran was this nice. Saved. Thors are scary. Do you know what beats these? Infestors. Neural infestors. Take like half of them. Take half of them. Infestor and also Viper. Yep, we're dead. GG. Establish your map presence. Create open spaces in which you can take great engagements. You did a lot of stuff really well that game. But holy heck, can we please remove the rocks? You had a nice friendly conversation?